Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to the Monogatari series. It is Kizumonogatari, the movie 3, and it is the first half of it. And you know what to do. As always, if you want to see my reactions, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the circumflex.parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this movie. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Okay, so this is what we're going for. I mean, it somehow makes sense, and I don't know what's going on in the second half, but if it is going to be what I think, that he is more neither, well, cutting her down again, making her small again, it in many ways explains this strange relationship they have, especially at the beginning. I mean, if he is stealing her powers, if he's cutting her down to being a small kid version of a vampire again, well, that has to put up a burden. I see his reasons. I mean, it's a matter to save humanity, kind of. Well, she's not like eating all of humanity. She's, you know, just eating one at a time. So she cannot at all destroy humanity. We do grow so much faster than she could eat. However, she's a potential danger. I see that. I mean, she's a predator. It's the same thing that happens to the wolves, to the tigers, to the bears, everything in the world that was a danger to humanity, to mankind in general, was being killed over time by us. So, sure, it makes some sense. I'm a little bit surprised, honestly, that he did not think about the fact that what being a vampire means before. So he was, I guess, more into this romantic thinking of that she wouldn't eat humans, that she, I don't know, just is flying around and casting magic, or what the heck was he thinking about? Sparkle in the light? I mean, if it's a vampire, it drains blood from living beings, and it's very, very likely to kill humans. That's what they are. They do not sparkle, and if they do, Blade is coming along and chopping them in pieces, because that's how it should have ended. So I'm a bit surprised he did not think about it before. But then it's Araragi, so, well, right? He clearly doesn't take it easy when he realizes what he made, the mistake he made by rescuing a vampire, what it means. They went with very, very vivid images again. I mean, no question there. What, again, as it happened in the 2 movies before, shook him to the core is as soon as Hanekawa is mentioned, you know, that Harana Blade is eating guillotine cutter is something not easy for him to take, and it clearly shakes him. But when he realizes that by saying get some of this mobile food, or what she said, you know, mobile snacks, that she meant Hanekawa. I mean, it's a nice thing, no question there. That got him. Because in this moment you realize that his shot does not care at all about Hanekawa. To her, as he mentioned it later on, she is just food on feet. So possibly you could even guess that Kiss Shot was looking at her and at the relationship that the 2 of them had, Araragi and Hanekawa, as a clever way of making sure your food is following you. You know, like having a pig following you around, knowing that you will kill it as soon as you're hungry. Something like that. So yeah, he didn't see that before, and it shook him again, and that's once again the reason why he's acting. Again, it has to be about Hanekawa for him to act. So yeah. His solution, however, is a bit weak. to say the least. Before Hanekawa brings him to the real one, you know, face off. His solution is, I have to die. Because if I'm a vampire, I'm a danger, so I have to die. He has the option to become human again. So, and Kizshot was willing to give that, you know? So, he has realized Kizshot is killing and eating humans. If I stay a vampire, I will do the same. One problem. Second problem, I kind of recreated Kizshot. So, instead of turning into human again, where at least the first problem would be solved, you know, and it's only one left, I will decide to suicide. To atone for my sins. And not be able to help anyone. I will just hurt everyone who loves me, in this case Hanekawa. It's just stupid, you know, it's, sorry, in my opinion, that's not even an argument there. The moment that you leave life, you just lost. You know, it's not like you, okay, let's say lost is a bit harsh, but you cannot atone for any sins anymore. You cannot do any good anymore the moment you died. If you did something bad in life, at least try to live the rest of your life in a way to help others, to maybe create a little bit of good in the world, to balance your budget, you know? But to just go, oh, my budget looks very bad, so I will just jump off the cliff, doesn't change the budget to anything positive. So I really don't like his idea of going out. But then it's fitting into his view of himself and of the world. We had that in the last discussions, some of you commented, that his view of himself is very negative, that he's very much about being kind of unworthy, you know, that he thinks very, very low of himself, which is why he was willing to sacrifice himself for Kizshot. So this is, in this way, it's fitting that he just goes like, I will end it. But it's just a bad decision. Seriously. So, Hanekawa kind of turned that around, strangely, by doing the same. So she kind of put a mirror in front of him by saying, you can eat me. And he's like, why would I? You are perfect, you are an angel. Why would you give your life? There's so much more. I guess it's what's going on here. There's so much more in life. And in some way, she showed a mirror to him. Because every argument he would give to keep her in life is an argument he can give to himself. Even if he doesn't think very good of him, you know? So, it was a clever move on her. I don't know if he completely got what she did there, however. So she says, having a friend, and for a friend, I'm willing to do everything. For a friend, I am willing to die. Because he or she is a friend. So, and I can only call people friends if I'm willing to die for them. That's a very drastic view. I don't think I would agree there. I mean, I don't think that's a question easily answered. Would you be willing to die for a friend? That's... whoa, that's... I mean, one thing is for sure, if he or she is a friend, he possibly wouldn't ask for someone else to die. Because, nah. Harsh one. But yeah, well, so they decided to go against Kizshot, which will, however, be not an easy task at all. And I don't know how to do that. Seriously. We will see. We are on a starting line there, and they put it very fittingly in a stadium, so like sports and everything, the starting line to the finale. Very fitting. That's 1, 2, 3, whatever major things. We have heart span in the game again, the sword. I do not like the way that she puts it into herself and pulls it out of herself. I like that in the series much more, where she did it with her spine. You know, that it was like laying on her spine, although it was too long. It just looked better. It was more fitting somehow, that it is like replacing her spine, you know, kind of, would be nice. but that's just my opinion. And then we have the one thing here which partially was surprising, partially not, and that is Oshino. So once again, he's being mysterious. I really have to ask his reasons again. As I said, I have 3 big whys on my page here. Oshino stole the heart. Why? He gave it back to Aragi. Why? And he let Aragi off the 5 millions. Why? I guess the last 2 kind of are put together. So let's say, why did he steal the heart? Maybe to weaken her, maybe to make sure that she's not so much of a danger to, as example, humanity. Might be an option. But then why would he give it back? And why would he let the 5 millions off? I think the last 2 questions are in the same answer. And my opinion is that maybe, just maybe, he sees Araragi as an option to solve the problem of Kiss Shot in a more fitting manner. So he stole the heart before, and then he realized that this ticked off the balance because the vampire hunters got her, put her into shreds and everything. So he realized, okay, I tried to weaken her because she got too strong, but now by doing so the balance completely got out of shape. Then Aragi appears somehow mysteriously, jumps in, and she gets back in a balance. But when she gets everything, she will be too strong. So maybe I can use Aragi to keep her in check for a long time. Which we see in the series, by the way. Just a theory of mine, but what if Aragi is a tool for Shinomeme, and maybe Gaen in this case, I mean he's working for Gaen somehow, to hold a very delicate balance of power when it comes to his shot Heart Under Blade. Just a guess. So I think this is a reason why. And then sure, the 5 million he would just let off because it doesn't matter. He realized for sure, and that's the thing, that Aragi would do monitor everything for Hanekawa. So he kind of waited for the moment that Aragi realized what being a vampire means. And what it means to restore Kiss Shot to full power. And that this would be a danger for Hanekawa. And honestly, she played directly into his cards there by mentioning Hanekawa as being food. So it's a theory, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is at least a part of his reasons. We know that he somehow later on in the movie will pop up again, because we see him in the beginning of Bakemonogatari. All 3 of them are there. So there is something happening. There is something major there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what this second half of the movie will bring, because we will very likely have a face-off. We will have Kiss Shot being reduced again to child form, to the small form that we've seen in the beginning of the first movie as well, then of the second movie, sorry. And in the beginning of Bakemonogatari. We will have Oshino back in, because he kind of makes sure everything is going fine. And we have Aragi in a strange half-vampire form. So I guess this goes partially with the loss of power on the side of Kiss Shot, that this is somehow bound to each other. It's getting interesting. It really is. And I look forward to it. I really do. So, that's it for this time. I hope you enjoyed. I did for sure. My name is Relax and Panic. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Goodbye, and out.